Hey, welcome to Wildman Videos. This week we're with the legend, the icon, one of my biggest heroes, Bob Chandler. Most of you know of him as Bigfoot. It's an honor to be with you for one. We're going to talk a little different. Everybody they know your whole history inside and out. I probably can't find a story that somebody hasn't already got somewhere on you. I want to talk about your personal side. People pigeonhole us all the time in the celebrity world, and they think, oh, you're just this certain guy and that's all you do. But I know better. I know that you enjoy photography, you enjoy traveling. Tell us about some of that. What's some of your favorite places you've been? And
well, in the RV, my favorite place has been Alaska.
Okay.
We do a lot of traveling. We go to Utah quite a bit. There's four or five national parks in Utah, and they're all beautiful. Mm-hmm. Traveling internationally, Africa, Egypt. This world is spectacular, and I like photography. So Marilyn and I came back from Africa after 2 weeks in Africa, and we had 30,000 pictures that we had to go through to find a couple that we liked out of it. She's a photographer too, so.
Well, and you've had some close calls with some of them animals, or at least they look close. Bob showed me pictures a couple years ago. I think it was from Alaska, where you were like right up close to animals that I would be. I'd be running the other way, and he's getting right in there with his camera.
Well, we're in Denali, and in Denali, you can't go in it without you got to take their buses.
Okay.
So I was in that bus, and I had that big 400mm lens hanging out the window. So the bear looked like he was close. He was within 100 feet, but he was on the ground, and I was in his bus.
Okay.
And he had two cubs there, and she had two cubs, and she didn't like us. We were getting that close. You can see she actually, one picture, you could see her drool coming out of her mouth. She's getting ready to. They start chopping their jaws together when they're pissed off. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But
well, and I had the honor of staying at his house a few years back, and you had these really neat books that I guess Marilyn put together that they take and make books of their vacations. Yeah. And they're phenomenal. I think you could sell them things because they got such beautiful pictures. And
Marilyn puts those together, and she's a travel agent. So, when we go places, we kind of decide where we want to go, and then she takes care of all of that. So, I says, okay, where are we going today? Okay, where are we going tomorrow? And she takes the pictures, then she puts all those pictures together and makes an album out of them, and she can use those, in her.
To help sell
to other people.
Huh.
So.
Well, did you get her to help drive when you went in the motorhome?
She won't drive that big motorhome like that. So. We actually just bought a smaller one.
Okay.
A 22-footer, so, and she has driven that one already, so.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I still want to go back to Alaska one more time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can make that 12,000-mile trip,
Yeah. How many weeks did that take when you did it that last time?
We're usually gone, a month and a half.
Okay.
You got to be a while. It takes you, if one driver, it takes you close to a week. If you're driving comfortably, drive up there, and then a week to drive back, so you need more time up there.
Now, are the roads getting better?
The roads are better. The first time we went to Alaska, we were in a pickup truck with a camper on the back of it, 8-foot camper on the back. Had Ann, the one baby with us, and the dog, and there was 1,300 miles of gravel. When we got to Alaska and out of the gravel, Marilyn got out and kissed the asphalt because the gravel, 200 miles of it was washboard.
Yeah.
You've driven a washboard. There's nothing you can do. You can't go fast. You can't go slow. You just, so.
Wow.
But it's all asphalt now. But when they work on it, they believe they don't like dust. So it's like you got to drive through muck.
Really?
The whole area they're working on, which would be 10, 20 miles of it, and it'll be all that gravel and soot, and then water on top of it. So.
Yeah.
Something else you got to watch when you drive up there because of the cold country is they call it frost heaves. Okay. And you'll be driving along on an asphalt road, and all of a sudden it has a hole, and you go down, and you go. If you don't have a seatbelt on, you break your neck on the top of your truck. So I learned to follow big trucks, they know where these
Oh,
holes are. So and you just slow up. When he slows up, go faster.
so if he slows up, you don't hit the passing
No,
lane.
no.
So tell us a little bit more about some of your other hobbies.
Well, during this pandemic we had, I tried to have something to do because you stay at home a lot, and I started making these wood projects. This is 4 cubes and that's one piece of wood. This is a game that you got to, well, I don't know if I can figure out how to even get it apart anymore, but it's all pieces.
Huh.
And it comes apart, and then you got to figure out how to get it back together. And I don't even know how to take it apart right now. So. But if I hit the wrong thing, it's going to fall on the floor.
Huh.
But anyway, these are something to do,
Yeah.
and that keeps me busy. There's another one. How do I get the golf ball in that?
Yeah, that's a good challenge for the people out there. How they get a golf ball in that.
This is going to fall in a minute. Or if I can. There it goes.
There it goes.
But they all go back together.
Huh. That's pretty neat. So, and then of course you've got a family. You got grandkids.
Yes.
So
you do things with the grandkids. You do things with your kids. Yeah. And Merrill and I, we almost always travel together. But as a travel agent, she's been to over 100 countries. So
wow.
a lot of the places she goes, I won't travel with her because I'm a pill, and some of the food I can't eat. I'd starve in many countries.
So that's a good question right there. What favorite food? I mean, what do you not like? What do you like?
I eat salmon a lot.
Okay.
An awful lot. I love salmon, blackened salmon especially.
Okay.
Salads now, which when I was younger, you never have salads, but I eat a lot of salads.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep this girlish figure, you know. So, basically, probably it's sandwiches,
Okay.
cereal in the mornings.
Okay. Well, I didn't know because like the traveling thing, I don't like a lot of those foreign foods either.
No.
And so I didn't know how you dealt with that, if you enjoyed that. Some people love that kind of stuff.
Yes, we were in Japan. We walked by the store, and she says, "Oh, look at it! It's got all these candies. I'll buy some." Marilyn says, "I'll buy some for the girls in the office." So she goes in there and she's picking some of these out. And the kid that was with us was a Japanese. He spoke Japanese.
Okay.
So he walks up there. He says, "You know what those are? They're candies." He says, "No, those are jellyfish. They cut them up in little pieces and they look like candy." And she would have really got back and given it to the girls in the office. They would have hated her.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Something we were talking about earlier, you got such cool stuff laying around. The fans have just been outpouring to you through the years. It's amazing to see what some of the fans have built for you and made.
Yes. It does. It amazes me and how they have so much patience, and then they spend all this time building these things, and then they give them to me. And
Yeah.
You know, and they're neat. It just makes my office, more cluttered. But
Well, yeah.
thank you very much. It's
But
great.
it's so neat
Yes.
because they're special items. They're not
Yes.
just something you can buy at the
For
store,
sure.
you know.
Or somebody gives me a bottle of tequila,
Mm-hmm.
or another one that says a Bigfoot blend. I don't drink, but they're nice on the shelf.
Yeah, well, let's touch on that, because that's the funny thing with monster trucks that we've been fighting with for our whole lives, is the whole redneck hillbilly truck thing. You know, people, oh, I bet you're a big drinker on the weekends, and you wear a cut-off T-shirt.
Yes, and then they all, when we did car shows early on, I'd go behind the crowd because somebody there knew more about that truck than I did.
Yeah.
And somebody else over here helped build this part of it. And I said, you just walk away from that. That's fine. Let them say what they want to say. But they always seem to be somebody that knows some more. Well, most of them know more than I do.
Yeah.
I've forgotten so many things.
Yeah.
But you talk to a young kid, or we'll take a tour in the shop. And there's a whole family, and the lady or the man will ask me, "What truck number is this?" I says, "I'm not sure which." And the kid said, "That's number 3 because it's got this, this, and this on it."
Yeah.
How do you remember all that stuff?
Yeah. It's neat, the passion they have.
Yes.
It is
It
really neat.
is. Yes.
So, well, you've been able to stay pretty grounded and humble, and that's the neat thing that I've always enjoyed, that it never matters when you see, well, sometimes he's a little upset about something, but some of us just pick on him anyways. But he's always been very hospitable, and you know, that's been a neat thing about Bob Chandler.
Well, it's, to me, I was kind of involved in starting this, but it's my employees and all the people, all the other monster trucks, we all grew and made this industry, not me.
Yeah. Well, and it's neat. I mean, it's really neat to think what you started, because basically you were the first guy with any business knowledge. A lot of guys were just building big trucks to outdo each other in a mud hole, but you actually foreseen, and I still give you credit for, they're still making money off from them. You know, and every other form of motorsport started out making money with match racing or whatever, and pretty soon it turned into a competition where they're paying to run their vehicles. And that's been a neat thing to think you've been able to help keep that way.
Yeah, I've been there for years and years. You'd go to all these events, and you know, you suffer the expense of getting there and breaking parts and fixing them. And the first time a promoter offers the money, he says, "I'll give you $300 to bring your truck to Chicago for this show." Really?
Yeah.
So, but it kind of grew, and it's been good.
Yeah. Well, thank you for spending time with us. Guys, subscribe, share this, tell your friends. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.